Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Core Kenobi here, and I'm back again for another Death Battle prediction video. And today, if you have not heard the news, Screw Attack just announced Zoro's opponent. It is going to be Zoro versus Erza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. Now, I know most of you probably saw this coming. Most of you probably were expecting it to be Kenshin or Samurai Jack. Either way, I'm happy with whoever. Now, I am familiar with Fairy Tail because a friend of mine got me into it. I just haven't finished it completely because I have so much to do and so little time. And yeah, I have a million different shows to marathon. But I do know a little bit about Scarlet. Now, it should be noted by the time you're watching this, I have not seen One Piece in a very, 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 very long time. I've only seen the first season, which was the horrible 4Kids dub. But, hold on, don't type in the comments. I know who Zoro is, I know what he's capable of, and I know he is superhuman, and he is a sword wielder who can wield 3 swords, and he's a tough son of a bitch. So, I do know what Zoro can do, and I know what he's done, but I just am not up to date with what he's been doing because One Piece has been going on for so long, man. I mean, jeez Louise. But Erza, I am a little familiar with. Now, if you don't know who Erza Scarlet is, I'll give you the basic gist, and I'm going to, unlike my previous prediction videos, I am going to tell you a little bit about Scarlet, or Erza, however you want to say it. I don't really care. I'll just call her Erza for short. So, basically, Erza is a woman who is a wizard who can use magic. Now, sounds pretty standard, but here's what makes her different. She can use magic to summon 100 different suits that give her powers. Suits that give her endurance to lightning, fire, suits that give her superhuman strength. She already has superhuman strength, but this gives her even more strength. A suit that gives her even more endurance than she already has. The ability to fly, summon many, many things. Suits that are made out of blades. She has got over 100 suits. So think of her like a female anime version of Iron Man, except her suits are a little bit more badass. Now, I won't be telling you all about these suits because, honestly, if you've either watched the show or if you just want to Wikipedia it, go ahead. But I'm just going to give you Erza's basic abilities and what makes her a match for Zoro. So, of course, as I said, she is a mage, or should I say a wizard, but she also is a master swordswoman. She knows very sword techniques, and she's actually able to use magic in conjunction with her swords, and she can actually wield swords with her feet. Yeah, I just showed you my foot, sorry. She can use her feet to wield swords, unlike Zoro, who can only use his mouth. So, yeah, there you go, there's a plus. And she possesses many different magical attacks. She also has telekinesis. She has a keen instinct. She is an expert in hand-to-hand combat. And she has unlimited, or I wouldn't say unlimited endurance, but she has endurance and durability. For example, she is like a fucking female tank. Think Obi-Wan Kenobi meets Guts. Yeah, we're talking a pretty badass woman here. So, here's an example. She once fought over 100 monsters, and only one of them was impossible to kill by many people. And she was able to do this, and there was one time she went through a horrific battle, and many of her teammates were exhausted and in pain, but not her. She was able to keep going and pretty much show no signs of fatigue, and she is a tough son of a you-know-what. She is a tough woman. She's not going to go down easily. So, after all of this, again, those are just the basic abilities of her and what she's capable of. And, she's also an expert archer, so there's that. So, yes, I can say that Zoro's going to have his hands full. Now, again, I unfortunately cannot go too much into Zoro because like I said, I haven't watched One Piece in so long. I have completely lost track. So, finding out what Zoro's been up to is pretty much going to be fun. So, yes, this isn't going to be a super, super long video because, again, it's kind of unfair that I talk about just Erza and I don't talk about Zoro. So, instead of me doing that, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on this battle. I think it's a good idea. A swordsman meets a magic swordswoman. Now, here is my worries here, because again, I've seen parts of Fairy Tail, thanks to my friend, but here is the thing here. She has over 100 suits. That means, in terms of arsenal, she completely outclasses Zoro. Again, don't tell me down below, oh, but Zoro can do this, Zoro can do that. Again, I did not know that because I'm only familiar with Zoro in Season 1. So don't tell me I'm an idiot. Don't tell me I need to brush up on my One Piece. Again, I don't need to, okay? I'm sorry. So yes, but in terms of everything we're talking about here, I am more inclined to give it to Erza, but I'm not going to underestimate Zoro because I've only seen one season of him. And who knows, a lot of things can change. But I can tell you this, I think this is going to be this is going to be an interesting swords, battle. They haven't had a swordsman battle since Guts versus Nightmare, and that was very interesting, but I don't know, I mean, something tells me that Erza could win because of how much she outclasses Zoro in the fact that she is a magic user, she has over 100 different suits, she has abilities, and she has incredible endurance and stamina, and pretty much everything you can think of, this woman has it. Now, I don't know Scarlet's weaknesses, because, unfortunately, I never got that far in for them to tell me, but I will get back into it. But here is what I'm worried about here, guys. Are they going to give Erza all of her suits, or are they gonna pretty much give her the Iron Man and Pokemon and Digimon treatment? Now, what do I mean by this is that whenever a character has this many suits, Death Battle usually puts a limit to it. Like, for example, in Iron Man vs. Lex Luthor, Iron Man only had his base suit, which was Model 13, and he only had his Hulkbuster armor and his Endosim suit. That's it. He only had 3 suits. While in Pokemon vs. Digimon, Agumon did not have his, his other form. He had his base form, his rookie form, his champion form, and his mega form. But he didn't have, he didn't have a mega, sorry guys, my head is just loopy, so, yes, you get what I'm saying. He only had his 3 forms, and the same can be said about other characters who have many different suits. So they're probably going to give her 3 suits that can really turn the tide in her favor, because if they just gave her all of her suits, Zoro's fucked. No matter what he's capable of, he is fucked. This guy cannot defend against a woman who has 100 different suits that give her either invulnerability to specific elements, attacks, give her the ability to fly, give her the ability to add more strength, more endurance, more blades. You get what I'm saying. So which ones will they give her, and will these 3 suits they give her be enough for her to win? That's the good question here. Now, I never actually thought this would be an interesting comparison battle, because again, I always thought it would be interesting to see Rurouni Kenshin versus Zoro, but the more I think about it, it would be kind of impossible for them to do that, because, first of all, for those of you who do not watch Rurouni Kenshin the anime, or have seen the incredible live-action trilogy made in Japan, which, by the way, you need to go see it, you can buy it on Funimation, Kenshin used to be a killer, but then he became a wanderer who has a reverse blade grip. And that could be interesting. That was what I was looking forward to, because, okay, are they going to give him the He-Man treatment where, okay, maybe he'll knock Zoro unconscious, that he'll bash him so hard he'll be dead, and technically Kenshin didn't break his rule? Or will they just do what they did for Raiden and just say, you know what, no, let's just have Kenshin kill him and then go on a rampage. Yeah, and have Miss Karu come in and get him to calm down. You get my point. But no, they're choosing Ezra Scarlet. So this could be interesting. I really think this could be good. But again, here is the thing here. Oh, and speaking of reverse grip, she can also use a reverse grip on her sword, and she can pretty much do other things with the sword. So again, she has more variety, and she mixes in magic in conjunction with her swords. So that is something Zoro does not do, because Zoro is just a swordsman who, again, don't criticize me. As far as I know, he just uses 3 swords to hack and slash people, and he's a tough son of a bitch, and he is possibly superhuman. That's it. But when it comes to Ezra, she's got him outclassed. But again, I'm not rooting for either. I'm going to wait and see what Death Battle has to say, and hopefully I can make a judgment call. So yes, I apologize if I cannot go into any further detail with this. It's just because, once again, I want to see how this turns out, and I want to see how Screw Attack takes their approach to this. Because again, now some of you will probably say Zoro's gonna win this, no problem. Again, he's not fighting somebody like Ronoro Kenshin. And one of my subscribers and 2 of my subscribers has been fighting it out if Samurai Jack could fight Zoro. And again, I am on Yang's side, saying that Samurai Jack should not fight Zoro. He should just fight Afro Samurai, because again, if you put Samurai Jack up against Zoro or Kenshin, they're pretty much fucked. You know, they literally are. You know, like, that's not even a competition there. So that's why I was hoping this could have been Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai. Again, guys, it's one of my most beloved death battles to come true, and they should have done it, but whatever. So, yes, hopefully they will down the line. But, yes, guys, overall, that was my prediction. And again, sorry for this. I am so sorry if J.J. Abrams keeps shooting his glares in my house. This is what happens when you live with the guy who did Star Wars Episode 7. Oh, well, you get used to it. So, yes, I again apologize if I couldn't go this in-depth to it. I just wanted to give you guys the basic summary of what I know about Ezra Scarlet. And if she wins, I'll be happy, because, hey, a fairy tale character wins. That's something that could be awesome. Maybe next time we can get you-know-who versus you-know-who. They're both fire-related. The hell was it? So, yes. Let me know down below who you guys are going for. Are you going for Zoro, or are you going for Ezra? And tell me why you're going for these two. Don't just say, oh, Zoro can do this. Like, if you are going for Zoro, literally in good detail, tell me. Because I don't want you guys to just say, oh, he's done this, so Ezra doesn't stand a chance. Because again, guys, this is a woman who knows magic and who has a lot of different abilities, and she can summon 100 suits. And she is not going to go down like that. She is going to pretty much be Zoro's toughest challenge. So, yes, and please keep it very, very civil. Do not have a heated debate in my comments. And also, too, do not, I repeat, do not, if you are a new subscriber, do not spoil the fight when this comes out. I am a first member, and I don't want this fight spoiled for those who are not first members. If you do spoil this battle, you will be deleted and blocked. I am not afraid to do that because I don't want my subscribers to be spoiled. I want them to keep their expectations very minimum, and I want them to wait when the fight comes out on YouTube. So, no spoiling it. Okay? Thank you. So, yes, guys, overall, if you enjoyed this prediction, please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of this matchup. And until then, this is Richard Core Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. Later, guys.